Hey, what's up, y'all? Just finished watching Straight Outta Compton movie. If I was to give this rating out of 5 stars, I'll give it 4.5 stars. Obviously, there's some positives and negatives. So we're gonna start off with the positives. The actors definitely looked like the real life people. I mean, Dr. Dre was portrayed by Corey Hawkins. Ice Cube was portrayed by his son. And oh my god, you guys are gonna kill me. The guy who portrayed Jason Mitchell, who portrayed Easy E, really was great. Yella and MC Ren. And, also the movie followed a very good, reasonable plot. Definitely, the music that was shown in the film, it was very good. I was born in 94, so obviously I did not grow up in that era. But, my uncle did, and when he watched the movie, he said it was very good, as well as portraying their music and how they pretty much came from nothing, being just these guys in the hood, and keeping to the end of the movie, they just wanted to be ghetto superstars, and how they achieved all of this success. So it definitely, that was like a positive thing, how they came from nothing and they were able to build on their success and become these powerful men in the music industry. That's all of my positives. Now let's get with the negatives. Okay, I know with like every biographic film, there are inaccuracies, and watching interviews on Vlad TV and actually reading up about stuff on the internet and actually speaking to my uncle who grew up in that era, there are some very serious inaccuracies in this film. Now, when the movie starts off, it shows Easy is, you know, in this predicament, and he gets raided by the police while he's selling the dope. And from what a lot of people who are friends with Easy said, that Easy was the true gangster. He was the guy that was really out there doing his thing. Now, with Dr. Dre, I would say this, that he's not a gangster, but he's not a sucker as well. But they did make him look like a cookie cutter. Definitely with the issues going on between his mother and the passing away of his younger brother Tyree, that was obviously a very hard thing for him to go through. But obviously, when you watch other movies like Surviving Compton, it shows more of that side. And that's another thing too that I want to bring up too, is that we never really know the truth. Is this person saying that thing, that person saying that thing? You never know what the truth is. But that's the thing, like they did portray Easy as this weak minded guy who was really hurt. And I'm pretty sure he was, but they really made it seem like he was down and out. But from what other people said in interviews, that was not the case. He was not broke when he passed away. That's how they portrayed it. And that he was successful with Bone Thugs and Harmony. And Jerry Heller has actually said is that yes, Easy did come to his house and said that he wanted to kill Suge Knight, but Easy was not beat up by Suge Knight, because one of the other rappers who worked with Easy, oh my god, I think his name is BG Knockout. Please forgive me if I have the name wrong. I didn't grow up with these guys. I don't know them like that. But he has said that that was not true, because if Suge was to touch Easy, something would have definitely would have happened to Suge. That Easy could have walked through any hood and he was good, he was straight. And pretty much what it was that BG Knockout said that Dre set up Easy. We don't know how true that is. And with the other thing was that, of course, they showed Jerry Heller as that shady manager who shafted them out of their contracts. But one thing I did like about was when Jerry Heller stood up to the police officers about the police brutality. And Dre was in an incident a couple of years ago when he was arrested in front of his home, I believe in Malibu, and he did say that if that was him, he would not have been treated like that by the cops. And police brutality is something that is very serious. It's still happening today, and a lot of young unarmed black men who are unarmed are still getting treated horribly by the cops. And to me, that is a positive and a negative, because it's a positive because we have the advantages of social media to bring that about, but the negative because that crap is still going on today. And then you got rappers like Lil Wayne saying he don't give a F about Black Lives Matter. But enough about that rambling, getting back to the movie. A negative for me was when Michelle A said when she did her movie Surviving Compton, she said that she was not mentioned in it at all. Her name was mentioned, but obviously she was not physically in the movie. And I could kind of see why, because the movie was about NWA. It wasn't really about the rise and fall of Ruthless Records. And Dr. Dre's married, so for him to put so much emphasis on his other baby mama, that's, a little weird. But that's his thing. But like I said, was that it was the inaccuracies of what you heard. Like, I've actually heard that Pac and Dre were not that close as they were portrayed inside the movie, and that Dre really didn't get down like that. He was just the guy who produced the beats. That Easy was the man that you go to when things needed to really get done. And Ren too, because I heard Ren was out there, doing his thing as well. But that's another, thing I didn't like, was that they pretty much made Yella seem like he was just this guy who craves sex all the time. And with Ren, they kind of just put him in the back, but I guess money talks BS Ross, because their money wasn't really backing up the project. But they were very much part of NWA. And of course, the situation with Tamika. Now, this is something that I learned new that happened in the movie. I thought that Tamika and Easy were married before he was diagnosed with AIDS. I didn't know that she married him pretty much on his deathbed. So that was a little weird to me. But, it's not really my business to get into of anything. But if there's something that I definitely want to finish off this movie with, is that Easy E died from AIDS. There's obviously a lot of conspiracies with that. I know his daughter was having this documentary, and I was really stoked about it because I did wanted to watch a documentary, but I don't know if it's still gonna happen. But anyways, is that AIDS is a very serious condition. When the doctor said that his TC count was 14, this is not just for black people, but since I'm black and it was like a black people movie, is that when Easy said that he's not a faggot, AIDS does not discriminate. Use a condom. It is very important to use a condom. Take control of your sex life. That they have free, accessible condoms everywhere. And that's the whole important thing, is that you have to take care of your health, because your health is everything. If you do not have your health, you're going to die. And ultimately, that's what happened to Easy. Regardless of what the conspiracy was, it's so effed up. I just heard so much stuff. Like I said, you don't know what to believe. But the man also did leave a very high risky lifestyle. And if he was using a condom, this stuff would not have happened. I noticed on conspiracies saying that he had um, his wife Tamika, and she was pregnant, and they were tested negative, and all his other kids were tested negative. You don't know what happened. He probably could have screwed someone before. Oh no, sorry, he probably could have screwed someone after Tamika conceived and got pregnant. You just don't know what happened, but that's my review on the movie. So I would suggest to watch it, but definitely pay attention to those inaccuracies, because just like I said, the movie is very good, but there is also a lot of bull that's in that movie. So peace out.